Hello and welcome. This is Bleeding Tree Gaming. My name's Amy, aka Warp Fiend, and I'm joined as ever by.
I've forgotten who I am. Am I the Autumn Witch?
That is you, yes. And today we're talking about the Adepticon 2024 reveals that are coming up next week. Now, they've shown us these teasers of what we've got coming up, and obviously the big one is AoS 4.0, but are we really going to see too much of that?
I mean, they normally drop a teaser, and then at the next reveals, they do the big thing.
Yeah.
So,
well, let's get into it anyway. Right. 40k, first of all. Chaos Space Marines are the next codex due. Rumour has it they've got two lords that are releasing with the codex. One of them's like a generic jump pack lord, as separate from Harken World Claimer, the Black Legion specific character. And you can see this rumour engine here. Does look like something very chaosy, maybe a new chaos jump pack.
Maybe it does look like overlapping plate on maybe something bigger.
It could also be that, yeah.
Yeah. I'd just like to point out that although the rumour is about Codex Space Marines being the next Codex, we've yet to have the announced ones, the Orcs, Custodes, and now the Chow as well. That was a surprise that the new Codex is coming out with the crew box. So we've got those three, and then we've got the
Codex Space Marines is the next one that we haven't had anything revealed from, should I say? Yes.
Yeah.
And then obviously we've got Genestealer Cults and Sisters after that. So there could reasonably be stuff from there. We've also heard about a new Blood Angels box with Death Company and a new Lamarties model.
I mean, the new Death Company better be better than the current Primaris Death Company.
Yeah, there's not really a lot of flavour.
Well, it's essentially 5 generic intercessors and a Blood Angels upgrade sprue, and on the box they've painted them black.
Yes. Now, I don't expect we'll get anything of this yet, maybe, but I think this is going to be something later in the year.
Yeah, there'll probably be just like a preview. However, going by like previous Space Marine releases over the last couple of editions, I think that the Blood Angels there is going to be a new upgrade sprue, and I think that's where the Death Company stuff will be.
We've also heard about Agents of the Imperium. There's been a lot of rumours about that and how they could kind of combine a lot of forces temporarily, even including stuff like Grey Knights and Death Watch into this. Obviously, Custodes has been popular as its own faction and has been like quite heavily supported, but
I mean, I'd like to see a full Inquisition codex. It doesn't have to be a big codex, but one where you can actually build like full Inquisition forces.
Yeah.
Maybe plucking one unit from this army, one from that army, so you could take like, I don't know, some Ultramarine Terminators and some Death Corps of Krieg. Some of those cool like
that'd be
Dust
good,
Stalkers
like rules
from
for, like, planetary defense forces and stuff like that. Yep. Also, like, this 40k roadmap is the longest into the future we've got, and that's only coming up to summer this year. All of the roadmaps need updating, and it would be really nice if GW just hit us with all of them in one reveal session.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's just so that we know when we need to make certain videos, it's nice to have that little heads up.
But I think everyone likes to know, just have some idea of when they can expect their book or something that they're looking forward to.
Yeah.
Moving on to the science fiction side games, if you can call Heresy a side game still. Necromunda. We've been told there's going to be a teaser for Necromunda. Also, I believe in White Dwarf there's been mention of Necromunda Secundus. Maybe it's a teaser for a whole new kind of area, having had like the Necromunda Prime Hive City in the first one, and then Ash Wastes, and then maybe Necromunda Secundus. That's what I've heard. We also did get the rat character recently, and that's got a lot of people excited for Scavies, which are the mutant faction.
Yeah. Now, what I would love for Necromunda is a return to like the multi-tiered routes of the whole thing, like large open spaces with lots of walkways and everything, rather than just like you can use the Sector Mechanica stuff where it's like, no, let's have some proper Necromunda.
That would be nice. Yeah, I mean, technically you can build it with all that stuff if you're like the richest person in the world. It would be lovely if they just bring out some cheap, cardboard with plastic connectors
bulkheads,
things
like the
again.
bulkheads they used to have.
Yeah. Whether GW would ever do that, I don't know. There has been rumours of them doing some like laser cut scenery.
Yeah, I mean, Necromunda would be the perfect place to try it if that's what they wanted to do.
Yeah. For Kill Team, we've heard rumours about a Votan versus Genestealer Cults box, and we also keep hearing rules about like a new expansion that deals specifically with flying units. Obviously, there's a lot of other teams that are being bandied around, like Vespids, and my memory fails me at the minute, but kind of maybe Swooping Hawks. I think Swooping Hawks was mentioned at one point.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I've said before, that it seems that Kill Team is the way they're going to be, like, stealth refreshing the Eldar range.
Yeah, definitely can see that happening, and just kind of fleshing out units in general in factions, because they tend to focus on the characters a lot lately, when they don't have time to expand it in a larger, more meaningful way. So it's nice that they found a way to expand like troop types. Basically.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we wouldn't have Deathcore of Krieg if it wasn't for Kill Team.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Horus Heresy, obviously,
I like the Heresy.
We've seen everything that's on the roadmap so far, I believe, unless there's any more new Legion characters that all look fairly similar.
Well, let's have a look. I mean, which Primarch could it be next? Because we've now got all of them out, and we're on Horus and Fulgrim number 2. So
yeah, I think I'd like to see a second stage model of one of the loyalist Primarchs to see how they've changed over the course of the war, having had like now obviously Horus not reborn, I can't remember the fancy name, Horus Ascended, and then of course Fulgrim. I'd like to see a loyalist and see what kind of effect, although they haven't got the Fall to Chaos thing going on. Obviously the battles are going to affect them in some way.
A Wolfie Russ is clearly like,
they could do a Ferrus Manus one and he's just got no head.
Yeah, his stat line is ridiculous. He just counts as impassable terrain.
Yes.
Oh, Iron Hands players again. Okay. But yeah.
Beyond that, there was talk about getting some new armor marks.
Oh, cool. I mean, there's been quite a few resin models in Mark V armor come out recently with all bonding studs and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm tempted to order a load of like ball bearings from somewhere just to put more bonding studs on my Space Marines.
I got to see the Mark V what do they call the medic apothecary in at the Warhammer World Open Day in Mark V Armor 1, and it was gorgeous. I really wanted to get it.
Yeah. Well, you might have to wait a little while, get a drill and some ball bearings and do them yourself.
Yes. Okay then, well, moving on to the fantasy stuff. Age of Sigmar. Obviously, the 4th edition trailer is going to be the main focus of the reveals. We've had the teaser, the little Sigmar lied thing. It was at the one last year where they showed the teaser trailer of 40k, but then didn't show any of the models in it that time.
Yeah.
So you're not going to see the starter set models, but you will see them in animated form. So
yeah,
you can
you'll
kind of
know
speculate.
what factions are going to be in the box.
Well, we know what factions
Well,
are
we
going to be
do,
in the box,
but it'll be the big confirmation of what factions will be in the box.
So we are going to see like the final Dawnbringer book. They will do that now, and that will come with a couple of characters. Now we've seen some rumor engines. This one at the top here, the top middle, that appears to be similar to the Varangard mounts, which is people saying, oh, could be more slaves to darkness. Obviously, they've just had the Dark Oath. Maybe there's more for the faction refresh that we haven't seen.
Yeah.
There's been a couple of Deepkin rumor engines lately, and a lot of people said we could get more for Deepkin in the last book. And we might get like a token Skaven model. Obviously, we've got this sprue here that got leaked from a new artillery piece. There's a full range refresh for Skaven coming with the new edition, for things like Grey Seers, Warlocks, Rat Ogres. A lot of those kits that have seen many good years of service. Will finally get to shuffle off to retirement.
Yeah, or get repackaged for the old world.
Oh, yeah, that is very likely as well. Right then, so last of all, we have the other fantasy games, Warcry, Underworlds, and the Old World. Now, we had this Ossiarch Hound teased. This could be something from Warcry or Underworlds, like, it could also be Age of Sigmar, maybe.
Well, a lot of the warbands in Underworlds do have rules for Age of Sigmar.
Well,
so,
it will definitely have rules for the main game, but like Kill Team, it's another sneaky way of introducing squads, really.
Yeah.
So we're still waiting on the Power and Flood Warcry set that was revealed at LVO. So we're probably not expecting to see a whole new set for that today, but maybe like a box or some little things.
Yeah.
The Underworld's roadmap is now 3 months. Excuse me. It's now 3 months out of date. So yeah, we could really do with a new one for that at this point.
Yeah, always handy.
We did just get rules updates for some old warbands, which was cool. Great to see more of the old Underworld's warbands come back into stock, because they are some of the best models that Games Workshop produces.
Yeah.
The Old World, finally. A new army is likely to be shown off. Almost definitely at this reveal session, we're going to see some of the Dwarves.
Oh, I can't wait for Dwarves.
We've seen rumour engines of them. It's the obvious third faction, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, especially since we've got the greenskins coming up as well, and that's the classic grudge match, the Dwarves and the Orcs and Goblins.
Yeah, so we know greenskins are coming later in the year, but now would be a perfect time to drop Dwarves. And obviously massive in the fandom. Obviously loads of people collected Dwarves. They were just a fan favourite, and then just an easy choice for the third army.
Yeah. Love a dwarf.
Yep. Well, that's all we know about the reveals so far. If you've got any other hot tips, any leaks that you found that we missed, please let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook and all the places.
Yep.
And we will see you in the next one.
Yep, definitely. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.